What's going on, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneur, just coming to you guys here. It's Saturday evening, about 6 p.m., almost Eastern time here. We are live. It's October 21st. If you're new to my channel, I'm a part-time eBay seller, I work full-time in the corporate finance world, and actually currently transitioning jobs, so I have a lot more time to put out some videos for you guys right now. And I want to show you, I just had my highest day ever of sales for 2017. I actually had a higher day than this in 2016, technically right before New Year's. But this, excluding the purging of auctions, which I don't really count for like a record sales day because I got rid of a bunch of old inventory. I don't really think that counts. But actually yesterday, I had the highest total for 2017. I had 18 total sales. About $440. So, which I know for some people they're doing crazy numbers, but each person has their own comparison. And, for my business, that's a huge day for me. I'm used to having like $150 to $200, sometimes $250, like in that range, for sales per day. So to do 440, I was really pumped. It also is interesting that it came after the fact that I just closed a bunch of auctions. So I had like 40 auctions successfully end. And I really think that the conversion, having a high conversion rate for the previous day, helped my store for the second day. Like there has to be a connection there. I mean, I don't know how to really prove it, but that's what it is. What I'm going to do today, I'm just going to go through each sale I made. So I'm going to go through all 18 sales, show you what it is, show you what made up that record day for me, and just share that with you in hopes that it'll help everyone see what is selling out there currently and help you while you're outsourcing and picking for your own business. They are all clothing items, but hopefully it'll still add some value to those who are selling in that clothing niche. So let me just make sure I'm good in the chat, that my sound's okay. Looks like we're doing pretty good. How's it going, everyone? So I'm just going to jump right in. I want to make sure I get through all 18 sales and that it doesn't take too long. I'm pretty pumped about it. Today's been really slow though, which is really even more weird. Just so I had 440, I think about like $80 today in sales. So it just does show you how cyclical and up and down it can be. But let me share my screen with you guys. All right. So I have filtered, and it's funny. So you see, I have filtered for yesterday, and so I guess it was $436.78. And the really funny part is, so technically, like compared to the day before, the 19th, when all my auctions ended, I'm 18% down because I actually had, I think it was 500 and, actually filter for you guys. It was like 500 and something I had yesterday because of all the auctions ended. Yeah, 532. But again, I had like almost 40 auctions and it was like 37 or 38 or something like that. So I don't count that as a record day because of the way that I got it. But in any case, so I want to show you that. I'm going to go through each sale up here like I would a normal sales update video and show you kind of the pictures and what sold. So this first one was a Peter Millar, and actually these are in reverse order. So this is from the latest in the night to the first sales. We're going to go in descending order. So this is a Peter Millar. It's just a basic yellow button front shirt, Oxford. It's got the logo on the front there, you'll see. I don't know what that logo is. I don't know if it's something for a company or if that is actually something to do with Peter Millar. I don't think that it is. But in either case, it shows it right on there. And this sold for $23.81 full price, actually, and with $4.99 shipping. Now, let me show you guys the tag here. So there's that Peter Millar tag. I love selling Peter Millar. I actually started to pass on their cotton polo shirts. They don't sell as well anymore, but the dry fit polo shirts still sell really well, and so do the button front items. I always have great luck with those. Part of my bulk LL Bean order here, I had a buyer actually purchase 2 pair of pants. So this one they bought for $14.78 with $4.99 shipping. And then they also bought, and actually I'll show you. So I wouldn't recommend picking these up normally, guys. But I got these all for $1.15 a pair. About 3,000 of them, and these are technically new without tags. They were shelf pulls, so I was able to sell them as that. So that was a good sale. And then they also, the same buyer bought same type of pair of pants, just in a different color. And they paid $12.80, $4.99. I've been messing with my pricing, and it looks like I forgot to bring these up. So I actually lost out probably $2 on that. Since they're willing to pay the $14.81, I'm sure they would have paid it for these as well. But in either case, still at $1.15 to be getting $16 to $19 a pair on these. These are super lightweight. They'll both fit into a flat rate envelope, so they'll probably cost me about $3 a pair to ship. So real happy with that. So here is a Brooks Brothers, just kind of bread and butter shirt. Sold for $14.78 with $4.99 shipping. Size 18. And so it's a real big shirt. A short sleeve, just bread and butter stuff. Nothing too special, but I'm in this for $3.99 and it will ship for first class, so it won't be too expensive. Also had this Harley Davidson shirt, was really cool. I actually got this in a bulk, like a mini bulk order, or I got from someone local here who was an eBay seller who stopped selling on eBay. So I paid, I got like a couple hundred items for like $3 a piece, I think it was, that were already sourced. So this is one of those, with shipping, $4.99 shipping and $15.81, ended up being, just over $20. So I was happy with that. And you can see the tag here, just basic black, t-shirt with some cool graphics on it. Nothing too special. All right, I'm through 5 items. I'm just going to check that the chat's good. Looks like they're all good. And just to answer, so Jennifer, the definition of Oxford, I'll go back and answer that because that's a good question. So you see here, the button-down collar is like your first indication that it's like an Oxford collar, as far as I know. That's what I was taught. And then there's different variations of like spread type collars that don't require a button. They have I think they have like sharp fit and a couple other different collar fits. I don't know those as well, but I do know that the buttons on the front do indicate that kind of Oxford look, I believe. Someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, because I'm always open to learning, but that's my understanding. All right, so let me jump back here. So we got, this was a pretty unique item. This actually had a coach's name. It's a Tennessee Titans, like Nike polo shirt. It's got like that really nice rubber kind of screen print, that new one that Nike's been putting out a lot with that same type of trim. That light blue trim is like a rubber type texture. Same with the buttons. This was a really nice shirt. I would have picked it up anyways, and probably gotten 20 to 25 for it. And then this, let me show you here. So it's dry fit. I'll show you the tag. So you can see it has Blake Bedingfield is the name on it, and it's on-field apparel. And then I went and looked up and found that that was a coach for their team at one point. So I kind of marketed that in the keywords. And this ended up selling for, I took a best offer actually here for $25 plus $4.99 shipping. So pretty cool little, I mean, really cool, actually, not pretty cool. Really cool item, very unique for, finding that out and about. Makes me wonder if this particular person lives around here somewhere. But in either case, nice sale. Was in it for $3.99, and it will ship for first class. Here's another LL Bean item that I had. These ones are actually new with tags. They're like these Travelers pants. You see the tags there. They're gray. Just women's dress pants. And again, they sold for $14.78 with $4.99 shipping. I paid $1.15 for these, and these are really lightweight. These will ship first class, so probably less than $4 to ship. Nordstrom, which I don't pick up Nordstrom anymore. I've actually been auctioning some of mine off. This one just happened. I got a best offer for $15. I hadn't caught this one and sent it to auction yet, so I actually made out pretty well on this. So it sold for $15 plus $4.99 shipping, so $19.99. I'm very happy with that. This brand doesn't seem to move as well as it used to for me back in the day. I think it's a little oversaturated probably. Here's your tag. It was the Smart Care, which is definitely the better line. It's kind of got that wrinkle, like the non-iron type feel to it, and traditional fit. So decent in it for $3.99. It'll ship first class without a problem. All right, here is a Pima cotton sweater vest from Polo Ralph Lauren. I do pick these up still. There's a decent market for these, and they sell pretty solidly for $20 a clip without too much of an issue. This one I took a best offer of $15, so basically $19.99. I'm in this for $3.99, and it will ship very lightweight for first class mail. So happy with that. Kind of like that bread and butter price range. That 4 into 20 shipped seems to be kind of my bottom of the barrel. That's kind of where I draw the line as far as my bread and butter items. So happy with that. We're about halfway through here. So we got these Bonobos travel jeans. These are like a weird mint green color, very odd. And I took a best offer of $25 for these. when I had free shipping on here for some reason. This is one of the items that I apparently didn't add shipping to. I'm not sure what happened there, but sold them for $25. They had some wear. You can see that, and this is the reason I took that best offer. I probably would have held out for more. They had like this fade, like bleach mark there, like the crotch area, and so I pictured that and notated it. So $25 I was pretty okay with. I paid $4.99. They'll ship flat rate for probably $5.95. You can see the tag here. And these pictures, this drives me nuts. I wish eBay would fix this. So see how these pictures are sideways? I upload them to the eBay app. I rotate them in there. They look perfectly fine when I set the draft live. And then just magically when the listing appears on the desktop, they're not turned anymore some of the time. Drives me crazy. I wish they'd fix that. I'm not sure if anyone else has issues with it, but man, it drives me nuts. All right. So here are some BKE Big Star jeans. These are the Live bootcut line. These sold for full price, $36.81 with $4.99 shipping. They are women's. You can see the back pockets here, a little distressing on them, but good. Always a great brand to pick up, Big Star, anytime you can find it. Men's or women's. Men's definitely sells better, but women's sells just as good, as you can see here. And these for $4.99. And these actually just fit under the first class line at 16 ounces. So I was pretty happy. I only had to pay, about $4.30 for shipping for this. All right. This was the same buyer bought this pair and the next pair I'm about to show you. So from the LL Bean order, paid $1.15, like I said, for these. These are flannel lined dress pants, and these have been starting to move now. The weather's getting a little colder. Pretty nice pair. And they sold for, I took a best offer here. They didn't sell for $23. They sold for $19.99 plus $4.99 shipping. So still happy with that price point. My goal with this order is to average with all the sales from it, is to average about $20 shipped. Sorry, a little tired there. Is to get $20 shipped for these, because $1.15, that's a pretty good margin per pair, especially on a big bulk purchase. So I was happy to move those. And then the same buyer bought these. They're a natural fit. They're not the flannel line, but they're just a regular pair of dress pants. And I took a best offer of these of $15 as well, or $15 for these for $4.99. So these for $19.99. I've been charging a little more for the flannel line stuff just because it's a little more unique, not as common, and I think it's worth a little more in general. But happy. It's nice. I should be able to fit both of those in a regional A box if it goes to if I need to. Otherwise, I'll just send it in a straight priority box, and probably it cost me between $6 and $8 to ship. Here are some BKE jeans. These are the Trinity Stretch line. So they sold for $19.81, $4.99 shipping. And let me see if I could find the tag here. All right, there it is. So these are a little beat. They weren't that bad, but you can see the wear in like the butt area of them. They're a little stretched out and a little faded, which is why I had the price reflecting that. But I was in these for $4.99. Basically $4.99 into $25 shipped is not a bad turn for a kind of a bread and butter type item there. I'm just gonna check the chat real quick, guys. Make sure we're good. Okay, let me jump over here, and I'll address any questions at the end too, guys. So here's a Burberry tie. I've had this for a really long time. Decided to adjust the price on it. I had it priced really high. I don't think the pattern's that attractive, which is why I think it sat for a while. It's like a weird paisley pattern. So I knocked this down to $14.99 with $4.99 shipping, and got a best offer of $12, which I took. So yeah, I paid $2 for ties where I am. So basically 2 into 17, I can live with that. And it definitely is one of the older Burberry's tags. So decent flip there. I've had this for a really long time, so I was happy to get that gone. Here's another pair of LL Bean pants. It was kind of a theme yesterday. And these, I took a best offer of $16 of these plus $4.99 shipping. And so you $21 basically all in shipped. And they again paid $1.15 for these, so not a bad one there. This is a nice sale. These are Adriano Goldschmied, sold for $34 plus $4.99 shipping. These are the Tomboy Boyfriend line. They had some distressing on the back pockets in the front. I think that was by design, as you can tell. But this is a great brand. It's starting to sell a lot more for me. And you can see even like these pair, Like there's some pretty good wear in the back. Looks like it's been mended a little bit, and still had no problem selling for that price. So definitely be on the lookout for this brand. I was happy with the sale yesterday. Two more here, actually just one more. Sorry, this is the last one. So this is Ella Bean again, and these are dark brown corduroys, which they're starting to go now, the corduroys, as it gets colder. And took a best offer of 16 for these with $4.99 shipping. You know, nothing special, just like I said, dark brown corduroys. Paid $1.15 for them. I keep yawning, guys. Sorry about that. I gotta get some caffeine in me. The night's way too early for yawning that much. But yeah, there's the 18 sales for you guys. Pretty stoked about it. Like I said, the best day that I've had. I'll stop sharing there. Best day that I've had without auctions like inflating my total, like I showed you before, for 2017. I had like a $560 day on actually New Year's Eve. I remember it was New Year's Eve, and Shannon and I were in Tampa looking at some wedding stuff and looking at wedding venues, and I had like a $560 day. So I haven't beat that yet. But when I break $400, like I'm ecstatic, right? Like $400 in a day, I'm pumped about. I try to get to about $250 a day. I wish I could hold $250 a day for a whole month because it would probably be my best month ever. I just haven't hit that yet, but hoping for it to continue to have a strong finish here to October. I'm going to jump to the chat here. I'll take any questions that I miss. Just scrolling here. So on the road said $14 on a Brooks Brothers shirt. Is that your normal price on those? If so, I may be way overpriced. So what I did on the roads is I actually added shipping, $4.99 flat rate shipping to all of my items now. So I've effectively lowered the prices on them to reflect that. And I'm not running sales anymore. So basically I'm pricing those. The price for them is really at like, what was that, $18.99, $19.99 is what I'm asking for them, and then I'll take some best offers down to like $16.99 all in shipped. But just trying to move some of those bread and butter stuff. I'm also trying to consolidate my inventory as I move, so I'm willing to take decent offers on those just to consolidate some of that old stuff. But yeah, I'm charging shipping now, and I'm actually kind of liking charging shipping. I'm gonna probably do it for a solid month or two and just see. And I've been talking a lot with Ronnie Hart about it, and I don't know. I needed to change something up, so that's what I've changed. Someone said their sales have dropped basically to zero in the last few days. Yeah, I mean, I had, like I said, I think I talked about on another show. My sales went down. I had like 40 some hours without a single offer or sale on like a 1,700 active item store, which is just like, that shouldn't happen. And I think what might have happened is I think I might have got like a soft ban and not known it, where they didn't tell me, because I had a pair of Cole Haan Nike Air ballet flats, and they were good till canceled. So it never got flagged like relisting to be an illegal listing, because you're not allowed to use Nike Air and Cole Haan together. And I really think, like, I found that one night and I fixed it when I was changing all my pricing, and then the next day my sales came back. And so I really feel like that I was being penalized somehow for that. I can't prove it. I don't know how to prove it, but it really felt like that. So I just highly suggest making sure that you're not misrepresenting items and titles. That you're adjusting your pricing and things like that to help re-trigger the algorithm. Let's see. On the road said I had higher sales when we had 80 listings back in July than with the 250 we had this time last week, but killed it. The search recycled, and we moved out 24 this week. Yeah, I mean, I think you just got to try whatever you can to shake up the algorithm, because that's really what's going on. Someone asked how long my ties sit for. I run basically week long 7-day auctions for $9.99 plus $1.99 shipping typically for all my ties, and I probably sell like 5 to 10 ties a month at most, and I have probably 100 listed, so whatever that sell through is. Someone asked how many hours do I put into listing. Before I was working like 12-hour days for my job and got overwhelmed. Before all that happened and I had a good routine, I was spending 2.5 hours every morning before work listing Monday through Friday. And I'd probably spend another 5 to 7 hours on the weekend listing. And then I spent all my other time sourcing in the evenings on the weekends. Jennifer said last week that she had her biggest day ever. Someone from Canada bought 10 items. 6 items they paid full price. 4 were best offers. My phone kept cha-chinging. That's awesome. Someone just said they found 2 pair of new Dr. Martens, and 2 pair of kids' used Uggs, and tons of bread and butter clothes. 40 items for under $30. That's awesome. Someone says, I never use good till canceled. Yeah, I don't think good till canceled is an issue. Like all the biggest stores and all the most successful stores use good till canceled. So I don't buy into that good till canceled affects your. I just buy into that if you're not continually changing your pricing, updating keywords, like making your listings fresh, that eBay's algorithm is smart enough to just push it down the rankings. Like I think relisting an item after it's been up for 30 days and just simply relisting it without changing anything doesn't do any value for you. Then I think it's the same as good till canceled. So Mark's saying he passes on Brooks Brothers now because it's too saturated. Yeah, Mark, I think it depends on what your model is, right? Like if storage isn't an issue, like, and you can get them for the right price, like I would buy good non-iron, slim fit Brooks Brothers dress shirts all day long at $4 a clip if I could, because storage isn't an issue for me. They're bread and butter. They sell between $18 and $22 without a problem. And I still would pick them up even with the market. That's why I still pick up Ralph Lauren and do well with it. Someone said their best day ever last Saturday, and then that everything slowed down. Yeah, that's what's happening to me right now. Bella just asked, do you ever sell dress shirts and a coordinated tie together? I haven't tried that, Bella, but I think that's an awesome idea. To me, it becomes, is that a scalable practice, and how do I store it? I guess I would just store it in the poly bag. I'll have to chew on that. That's a really cool idea. Someone just asked me, how do I like my freedom? I love the freedom right now. Got about 10 days left of that to really keep grinding before I start. I start on the 30th with my new contract job, which I'm pretty excited about that too. But yeah. So Diego said, can you say a little more about the auction that you ran before those 18 sales? Yeah, absolutely. So what I did, Diego, is I went through all of my active listings, and I had different backgrounds. When I first started selling on eBay, I used to just use a sheet. I used a white sheet and a black sheet and just hung it from the wall. And honestly, I did a really poor job. It looked really sloppy. So I can tell my listings that are like 18 months or older, and even 12 months and older in a lot of these cases. So what I've done is I've gone through and I'm sending those to auction right now, 7-day auction. I'm pricing them at $4.99 plus $5.99 shipping. And so I'm getting about $11 a clip on those items, and they're selling. Like I said, I sold like 37 of them. I had like probably 200 I sent to auction or so. And I'm just going to keep doing that with all my old inventory till it's gone. For a couple of reasons. One, because I'm moving to a new house, and I'm going to have a space to store it, so I'm not going to need my storage units anymore. So I'm trying to consolidate so it fits there is the first reason. The second reason, I'm trying to make sure that all my inventory is on the same system, so that if I ever hire someone to do shipping or things like that, it's very easy to find my items. And right now, the fact that not all my items are stored in poly bags like I do now because they're so old is another problem. So auction for me is a really good way to just kind of purge that inventory, get cash flow back, get all my inventory in the same system, and consolidate. So someone asked, isn't good till canceled cheaper? I don't think so. I think it's all the same price, but I could be wrong. Someone said, do you see my profit or sales with free shipping? Or I think you're saying more profit. I don't know yet. Like I said, I've been talking with Ronnie about it, and Ronnie has experimented with it a couple times both ways. And he basically, what he tracked, which in this, I think this is the way you should track it, is he's tracked his average sale price doing both models, all in with shipping. And he said that his average sale price dropped by about $5 to $6 an item when he does free shipping. And which makes sense to me in my head. And so basically he's just saying, like, I'm able to get more for an item by charging shipping with the perception that it's priced lower, which has been something to have debated heavily for a long time. And I've always been in the free shipping camp. So it's definitely new for me doing this, but I'm willing to try whatever. Aaron says, I have a wave of magic wand now and my sales go up. That's awesome. I'll buy that wand, please. I do not do Amazon. I used to do FBA, but I don't anymore. Jennifer asked how I'm doing on my listing challenge. So I'm starting a listing challenge on Monday. I've been listing other stuff, but I'm officially going to track 200 listings starting on Monday. Let's see. CB says, I'm taking a week off work. I'll be doing a 200 listing challenge yourself. That's awesome. Well, definitely hit me up on Instagram and let me know how you're doing. It'll be nice to track that with some other people. Shane said you're going to save quite a bit more time having your items stored at home. Yeah, absolutely, Shane. That's one of the big perks is I should save a lot of time not having to go back and forth to my storage unit. I'm going to save about $300 a month not having two 10 by 20 storage units. So yeah, and Josh said, will you be moving before Christmas? And if everything goes okay, we just got through the inspection process. Now we're kind of doing some negotiating on some repairs and things. So if everything goes good, we will be in the week after Thanksgiving. So I hope so, because we have tenants lined up to move in here on January 1. So we have kind of a tight timeline we're adhering to. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're really excited about it. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good for Thor. He's going to have a huge yard, which we're excited about for him. He's never had a yard since we've had him. So I'm just happy, and I'll have a detached garage and all that stuff. So it should be good. Hey, Red Neckersons. Hey, I responded to your email, by the way. Just need to know your email, and I'll make sure we get squared away on that super chat mistake. No big deal at all. So my love of thrifting said, my new goal is 10 new listings 5 days a week until we move. That's a great goal. So my goal when I had really good routines before my job went nuts on me in my previous job, I was listing, my goal was 12 items every morning before work, start to finish. I was doing 12 listings, and I did that 5 days a week, and then I would list kind of in batches on the weekends, and that worked really well for me. So I'm hoping to get back to something like that. On the roads again today, I saw no real statistical increase in sales free versus charge as far as moving more products, so we are charging again. And someone else said they're charging shipping now too. Yeah, it's interesting. To me, it's like I don't think that eBay has shown me enough yet that they're rewarding free shipping much more than someone who charges it. But I don't know. I just don't have a lot of statistical data to support either way. All I know is that my listings were stale to the search engine somehow because a 1,700 active item store went almost 2 full days without a single offer or sale. So something had to change. And so I changed pricing, I added shipping, I did whatever I could to just shake it up, and it seems to be working. And it's going to also be interesting with this whole guaranteed shipping thing, how it plays out. Like, I don't know. It's just the whole thing's interesting. Same with promoted listings. Like, I think eBay is making a lot of good changes for the future, but they obviously have to work through the troubleshooting and the issues with it. I mean, it's just that's part of the things when you implement and try to change is you kind of got to adjust to it, adapt, and they have to adjust and adapt too. And I think we're really going through that, pushing and pulling right now to get things straight. So, all right, guys, I need to wrap up. We actually have our friends are still in town. That's why I'm doing my listing challenge starting Monday. So we're actually going to go hang out with them for a bit. They're only here through Sunday night or Monday morning, so we just want to make sure we soak up all the time with them because we don't get to see them very often. We have 81 people watching live. I really appreciate you guys stopping in and kind of celebrating with me in my best day so far in 2017. If you don't mind, hit that like button for me on the way out. I would really appreciate it. YouTube lets them know that this video is quality and providing value. So, and if you guys don't mind, I love seeing what people's best best days are. Drop them in the comments. Let me know how it's going. Have a great day, guys. Really appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow. 10K and the Bay and I will have our show. We should be on my channel tomorrow. We're kind of getting back into rhythm finally. So stop in and say hi and join us. See you guys.